Down here, it looks like?
Center of the
Yeah.
training ground. A knight will approach and challenge you.
Okay. How'd you? Oh, we saw some of these people before. Donamir, I think, was the guy who was doing push-ups. I don't recognize his name, though. You are pushing us down. I just wanted to see who was here. I just wanted to see if I recognized any of the names. Donamir. Can we loot this? Oh! Formula for Grey Armor Die. Sure. You are Guy Dubois Frain, I think is actually how you pronounce that. I don't know. But I don't recognize that name. Don't think I recognize your name either.
I swear on my honor, I shall smash the plunderers, scatter them to the winds, and drive them from our duchy.
The other one we saw was what? Onsace? Okay. Let's do it.
You need not ask me twice.
Donamir it is. Okay. Hello. That's an interesting looking shield you have there. It's a strange shape. So we just fight. I assume we can't use signs, right? If I use a sign, do we just immediately get disqualified? Yeah, it just doesn't allow us. Okay. That's cool. Oh, you are. Yeah, you don't have a lot of health. Just counterattack and win.
I expected you to do well, but not that well.
It was pretty straightforward, yeah. Are there other people we can fight? I mean, if everyone is that same level of both, like, quite literally character level and level of difficulty and skill mechanically, then that's gonna be pretty straightforward. But then again, we've done a bunch of fighting, of course, but curious if we can fight any of the other knights.
Probably use some more practice. Usually fight monsters, not knights.
That is true.
Always with reason.
So do we fight someone else in this case, or is it... Oh. Guy this time? Can we just, like, fight all of them? Oh, so this guy has a halberd. I don't think we've ever fought anyone who has halberd. This I don't really know what to plan for. Because, yeah, that is,
How long are you gonna make
whoa!
me wait?
That's clever. That is, technically speaking, a superior weapon, I believe, in most,
I expected you to do well, but
fighting
not that well.
senses. Right? Isn't that, historically speaking, the spear was far and away the most, effective combat, or melee combat weapon? Far more, in Warhammers, at least against armored enemies, whereas the sword is largely against unarmored opponents, but barely ever saw use as a primary weapon in an actual battle or war scenario. So, in that sense, it does have a bit of an advantage there, going with the halberd. Let's see what you're on to. But, I am interested to see, you know, can we just, like, go one night by night and fight everyone here if we just keep on saying, want to fight, want to fight, want to fight? Because that was cool to see that at least that second night certainly had a totally different fighting style than the first one did. Each is a different weapon. Oh, cool. Let's try it then.
Could probably use some more practice. Usually fight
Halberd was very
monsters,
different.
not knights.
I guess maybe we've seen some people use spears before. I'm thinking of the guards in Oxenfurt definitely did. Not that we fought too many of them, but
I can fight.
who said that? Oh no, it's Guy again. Okay, well, we already fought you, Guy. I mean, I'm not... That's an epic move. But I'm not as interested in fighting you now. You can also do... Oh, I was gonna do the power attack. I'm gonna do this.
I expected you to do well, but not that well.
Okay, so if we're just gonna fight Guy for the rest of eternity here, then I think we just say that that's enough practice for now. I was interested to see if we could just go, like, and fight every single one of those people we were reading the names of not long ago. That would be cool. Maybe it is actually just random, the other people that it has you go up against, and we just so happen to get the same guy twice in a row. Who knows? But I think we're
I
good.
think I've seen enough. Sorry to be blunt, but the simplest Witcher contract demands more skill than this kind of combat.
Oh!
Now you must go to the inscription tent. Honor and glory are all true and good, but your scrolls must be in order.
Ah, the scroll work. Of course.
Witcher at all.
Can we chat with these guys? Or do they just say hello?
To the grapes in whose effluent richness we drown.
He's just chilling.
I swear on my honor, I shall smash the plunderers, scatter them to the winds, and drive them from our duchy.
Okay. You say so.
I think I shall say tittle it all and go hurt sheep.
Oh. Okay. Oh, now they're fighting. And look at that! They're actually doing it in fencing style. Although they are kind of just swishing their swords around. Doesn't feel like they're doing with it, any sort of ferocity. As much as it's just for flair and style. Now he's doing the push-up. Guys. Okay. Is that all there is to your song? Maybe? Okay. So, let's go to the tent. And we'll sign up officially.
Once I close this shambles down, you won't see me till next week.
And I'm interested to see how this all plays out here. I think definitely most confident in the fighting component. I don't know how we're gonna do with the crossbow component because I just don't know how quick people are gonna be on their side. Obviously, like, we can do it, but I don't know if we're actually gonna be faster than them or not. The horse riding one I'm definitely the most uncertain about. Almarin, Tallis, Anses. Okay, we did see him previously, but not down in the dueling area. Donmir we fought first. I think Rainfarn was down there. Guy we fought. Other names I don't remember as well. That was an interesting camera changing. What? What? We were next to this thing. How did we get teleported over here? Excuse me? What? That was strange. Okay, so let's just save very frequently now. What is this? Note from the tourney scribe. The International Knights Tourney under the patronage of Lady Vivian de Tabris. Okay, that is that the person we were... She's the lady of the tournament. Participants registered and qualified to take part in the contest. Gregor de Gorgon, winner of last year's tourney. Okay, so yeah, like I said, that guy who is... The guy has been helping us around, showing us all the ways to do the various tournament events. He's like, I had thoughts that I was going to win the tournament. Well, yeah, I mean, this guy won last time. You know, you'd imagine he's probably the favorite, not you, who only just now barely managed to qualify. He shall not participate, in the general competition, but shall fight in the final bout against the knight who earns the most points. Okay, so it'll be... That's interesting. So is it basically like... the three events: crossbow shooting, the race, and the dueling. And based on your position in each of those events, like if you come in first, you get a high number of points. If you come in second, you get a slightly lower number of points. And then the lower you finish, the lower number of points you get. And then at the end of the free events, you add up all of your total points, and that is your final score. And then Gregor de Gorgon is basically saying, all right, I'm going to duel the guy who has the most points. And that's sort of like the honorable passing of the torch from the previous winner to the next winner. Anses is Prince of Lyria and Rivia. Wow, that sounds like an illustrious title. Joining us for the third time in a row. Okay, maybe he has yet to find the glory he's looking for. Orm, although maybe is one of the favorites. I don't know if it's... I'm curious to see... don't tell me if this is the case, but curious to see if, it's kind of scripted that certain people tend to perform better than others, or if it is entirely random. Like Anses having competed 3 times, that because he competes and he's not very good, so he keeps on trying and trying and trying, but he just never succeeds? Or does that mean that he has good practice and he's going to be a fearsome opponent? Form Prince of Mac? I don't know where that is. Rumored to be of the Emperor Emir's blood. Here for his 4th tourney. Okay, actually, whoa, okay, come to think of it, yeah, there are a lot of people who've been here many times before. Baron Palmerin de Launfal, his 6th time at the tourney. Palmerin is, of course, our amigo. Donmir of Troy, we fought him, a Redanian knight, his 1st time in the tourney. He doesn't have a title, well, I mean, knight is a title, yes, but he's not as esteemed as the other participants. Rainfarn of Otter, I think we did see him down below. The 7th time, Victor of the 1269 edition. I don't know how many years ago that was, but so he has one. A guy we did fight. 2nd cousin of Reynard de Beaufort, her friend. Yeah, one of her Grace's knights errant. Okay. So he actually doesn't have a title, but he's a cousin of a knight? Oh, man. That guy's not even on the totem pole. I mean, seriously, what's he doing here? It's his 3rd time competing? Who invited him? Delwyn of Freygau. Don't think we know about that person. I don't know. A young knight in the tourney for the 1st time. Okay. Talus of Dorndal, a knight of the Order of the Flaming Rose. Interesting. 1st time in the tourney. Linus of Metana, 3rd time in the tourney. Then Guillerme de Launfal, Baron Palmerin's nephew, 1st time in the tournament. Later addendum due to injury. He's transferred his place in the tournament to another knight, namely us. Or at least, hopefully, us, if the scribe, cooperates here.
In the veins of Toussaint.
And doesn't make this difficult on us.
Greetings. Want to join the lists?
Excuse me.
We must first see to formalities, however. At Guillaume's request, I have looked into your personal history in its heraldic aspects.
Okay.
Really? What did you come up with?
My findings show you may take part as Geralt of Rivia.
Okay.
What a surprise.
We're going against the Prince of Rivia, apparently.
Ravix of Forhorn. It's not every year we have a combatant who can boast of 2 crests. Which do you prefer?
Hmm? What? Where did that come from? What do you dig up about Ravix of Forhorn? Who the heck is he?
Ravix of Forhorn? How'd you manage to dig that up?
Here in Toussaint, we treat heraldry very seriously. One visit to the ducal archives. That is all I needed to acquire the necessary information. Ravix of Forhorn was the name under which you attended a feast honoring Princess Pavetta, daughter of Queen Calanthe of Sintra, on the occasion of her 15th birthday.
Oh.
That's actually right.
He's like, see, I got you. So is this the key decision that is so has the Witcher community split? Everyone's like, oh man, I'm Geralt of Rivia through and through, or no, but you gotta be Sir Ravix of Forhorn, man. So one and only opportunity to do that. Yeah, I figured it wasn't. But what'd you learn about Geralt of Rivia? It would be, I feel like it's, I mean, obviously Geralt is his act, well, the name we've been playing under, but I think that's kind of funny how we can participate in the tournament representing Rivia when we would be going against the Prince of Rivia. It just seems pretty ridiculous. And the potential to defeat our prince would be pretty sweet. Although technically aren't Witchers, I thought they said at one point, like, they just adopt names based on what people, or like when they assume their Witcher identity, they basically make up a new name. And so we aren't actually technically from Rivia, I don't think, although you get the point.
Kinda curious what you could have learned about Geralt of Rivia.
In the year 1267, a certain Geralt, a member of the Witches' Guild, was knighted by Queen Meve and dubbed GERALT of Rivia.
Oh, we were actually
This was
knighted?
in honor of his distinguished service at the Battle of the Bridge, said structure spanning the Yaruga. But I wager you know of which battle I speak.
Yeah, those were the days. Kahira and I led a fistful of Nordlings against an entire Nilfgaardian battalion. Won that battle just because we absolutely had to cross the river.
Okay. I'm tempted to go as Geralt of Rivia. I mean, it is funny to go with a different name, yes. So it is tempting just to be silly, but at the same time, I like that prospect of representing the same place as the prince of that place and having the opportunity to one-up the prince and be like, haha, take that! Who's the prince now? I think that's maybe even more of an intriguing option to me.
I'm Geralt, not about to fight under a false name.
You may now take the shield bearing your crest.
I'm a witcher. Shields aren't something
Nah, we
witchers
don't
ever
do
use in combat.
shields.
Who mentioned using it in combat? Not I. The shield commemorates your participation in the tourney. You may take it as a souvenir.
Oh, that's cute.
In that case, thanks.
Maybe we can put it up on a wall
Have you been instructed
at our
as
home.
to the tourney's challenges, prizes, and vows? If not, I do hope you will allow me to tell you about them.
Okay. The challenges. I mean, we do know
Guillaume
about
told me a
them.
bit about the contests. Rather make sure I'm clear on them, though.
An admirable thirst for knowledge. There are contests 3. A shooting
That's true, the
range,
crest,
where
yeah.
you will compete side by side with an opponent.
I don't think I like the
Horse
colors
race,
as much on
during
the
which
other
you'll
one. I
seek
think
to
I
complete
preferred the Geralt
course
of Rivia one
within
for the
a
colors.
specified time. Any targets hit with bolts or dummies felt with blade will increase the time you have. Finally, the group melee in the arena, crowned with a duel against last year's
Yeah,
champion.
so you do fight last year's
As
champion
each
at the end.
contest ends, its results will be posted on the board outside my tent. This way, all will be apprised of who leads at any given moment.
Convenient.
Okay. What about the prizes? Eh? Eh?
Gonna come right out with it. I'm a sucker for prizes.
You know
The
Geralt.
winner of each contest shall receive a trophy.
Ah,
Whoever
I
has the
see.
best result
Now we're
once
talking.
all contests have played out shall face last year's champion in a final duel for glory and the title.
Does that mean if you win all the
Should you
challenges,
defeat
but
the
you
reigning
don't
champion,
defeat the reigning
grand
champion, then you are
prize
technically the
will be
winner?
yours. This year, a sword forged especially for this occasion by the one and only Cornelius of Isengard, a
Oh.
famed master weaponsmith. Her illustrious highness had it brought all the way from Nasser.
Did you talk to Thor to get approval for that weapon? Also, what's up with these vows?
You say something about vows?
Not getting married, are we?
Knights make vows to which they hold for the duration of the tourney. Each swears on something which to him represents his most cherished virtue.
Oh. What's our most cherished virtue? What do we stand for? I don't know.
Feels like I know everything I'd ever want to know about chivalric tourneys.
Splendid. In that case, you must make your vow. Upon what would you like to swear it?
Yeah. I don't know. On the Heron? My lady's love for illustrious highnesses Garter. Rather not make any vow. Oh, no. I mean, I'm kind of curious to see what they would say if we tried to do this, but at the same time, it would not go over very well. This kind of just feels random. What does a heron have to do with it? Is that like the symbol of Rivia or something? Is that why? Otherwise, it just seems like, okay, pick a random animal. I swear on the, that shrew over there. That one. No, not the one next to it. The one that just burned on the ground. Yeah, that one. That one. Oh, it stole your lunch? Okay, maybe the other one then. Alright, let's go... Sure, let's go with the heron then.
I solemnly vow on the heron that in competing, I'll respect the chivalric virtues.
May the gods succor you in your endeavors to overcome. Sign here, please, then fill out these forms.
The
That
paperwork.
is all I need from you. Now, as arranged by Guillaume, you shall be fitted with appropriate armor for the tourney.
Shiny.
You have also been assigned
That's not the
a tent
ones we were
for the tourney's
saying we
duration.
wanted.
It stands near the arena. Good luck.
Yeah, because the Rivia armor... Oh, okay. Looks like this. Whereas the other one was kind of black and yellow. Or at least some dark color and yellow. Like, can we go back to take a peek?
Probably on an empty stomach. Dreadful.
Yeah, I just don't love the yellow.
We return to
I
traditional
don't think.
values
I mean, it's hard to tell in
and
this lighting.
that is the
Is that kind of like
relevant to
blue and
us
yellow?
rogues, not two swords.
I don't know. What was that? Dissing our two swords? Something about them?
Stocks and the whip await those running riot.
Does look kind of silly.
Peace and quiet.
Does look kind of silly. Actually, do we technically have it equipped right now? And if so, I'm curious. What? Sir Geralt of Rivia's armor. Oh, man. Oh, man. Zaunt Knight's gauntlets. Okay. Cool stuff. Save? Okay. Save now.
Right, Edrica clans, ducks nibbles, get them while they're hot. Spiral
Probably on an empty stomach.
Okay. So it's shooting first, it looks like. Oh, yeah, okay, so we're going to shooting. And I assume as soon as we walk through here, we're basically going straight into the event. So, yeah, I think our plan will be... We're going for gold here. If we don't win, we're going to try to reset and try again. And who knows how many attempts it's going to take, because, like I said, I have no idea how good our opponents are actually going to be. Based on our practice runs, I mean, we're capable of doing these things, but I don't necessarily think that we're great at them, other than maybe the fighting. I think it's probably going to be the most straightforward, unless someone has some crazy weapon that we've never gone up against that surprises us. But, here goes nothing.
To be born to Tsar is to be born.
Oh, didn't he say we had a tent next to the actual turning grounds as well? I mean, we could probably stop by that at some other time, but that's maybe something we'll want to check out too. We don't have our crossbow equipped. That's kind of important. Let's equip our crossbow. Good call. That's probably necessary. Can you actually do it without your crossbow? This is just like instantly quest failed. Nice try, Geralt. Get out of here. Guillaume's like, why did I agree to have you do this? Okay, so here are some of our competitors. Booming Palmerin. Here we go. Okay, so what color are we is the real
Geralt,
question.
Well, I'll be. Have you
Palmer?
decided to turn knight errant?
All jesting aside, here on a job. You in the 22?
Am I?
That he is.
I shall square off against Renfan of Atre. I saw him just moments ago, a nervous wreck, stuffing his nose with fish steak.
Oh.
As if that would aid his determination.
Guessing that's against the rules.
But who's to tell the Nilfgaardian what to do? Listen, Geralt, I've a tip for you. The timing of your marksmanship duel is such that you shall have the sun in your eyes.
Ah,
Makes no
really?
difference to me either way.
We're wearing
Will it give
sunglasses.
you any pleasure? Since, as it is, we must both wait, play me in a round of Gwent.
Oh,
Should you win, I shall swap with you. To me, a southerner, the sun is no hindrance.
all right. Suppose so. Let's go for it.
Never turn down a round of Gwent.
Yeah, I was surprised that we unequipped it to begin with. But as for this match here, what did we get most recently? We got another one of the young Berserker dudes, right? I don't think we've added yet. There you are. Okay. Is he exactly the same? Yeah, exactly the same as the other one we had. Okay. And I think we just go with Skellige, right? I mean, I'm not sure at this stage if it's our strongest deck overall, but we're still interested in testing this out. And, I mean, I don't know how significant it is to not have the sun in our eyes for this tournament, but it sounds like that might be a nice benefit to have. Because I was not thinking that that would be a factor. So here we go. See, there's Scoia'tael. It is weird playing Nilfgaardians who are not using Nilfgaard decks, but then again, I suppose if that were the case, then everyone that would be playing here in this DLC would be using Nilfgaard. Okay, so Camby, I don't think we've gotten in our hand yet. I don't think we've actually gotten the chance to use it. So I'm intrigued. We have a young Berserker to go with Mardrum, so that's good. We have... Oh! Okay, now this is actually... We have the young Berserker that goes in the range row, and we have the normal Berserker which goes in the melee row. So that doesn't work. Because we only have one Mardrum, and it goes in a specific row, right? So we have to probably dump one of them. I think. Other than that... Tight Bond without pairs to go with it. Oh, we do have Saris. That's huge. Okay. Definitely get rid of the Shield Maiden in that case. Let's dump you. Okay, we got the other Tight Bond unit. That's fantastic. And then, yeah, I think we get rid of either the young Berserker or the normal Berserker. And the normal Berserker, I think, is better by himself, whereas if we can get two of the young Berserkers, then suddenly that becomes better because they have their bear versions of themselves have Tight Bond. And, I mean, the probability of us getting that other young Berserker by swapping this one out is fairly low. That being said, I'm sure that if I did it, I bet... So for that reason, I'm going to swap over this young Berserker and try to get something else. But my guess is we're going to end up getting the other young Berserker, and the game's just going to be like, oh, really, Lids? What did we get? We got Geralt. Okay, that's fine. Okay, that is a horrendous card. Like, as horrendous as it gets card. So that's a good start, I'd say. Let's lead off with Camby here. I'm intrigued to see what we get in round 2 once Camby goes to our graveyard. Okay, a weak muster. Let's see, so this is great music, wow. I think this is the first time we've heard this one. Let's go with Geralt here, because at least at the moment, any non-Cure unit that we play would be the highest unit out there. I think we tried to save Saris for our last round. Make that be our big point slam play. Let's see, they have passed us here. I think we probably do go Mardrum and Berserker in round 1. That way, in round 3, we'll get it to come back. Should be very helpful. This will be, what, like 14-point card or something like that? Okay, more very weak Scoia'tael units. It does kind of seem like Palmerin is a bit of a pushover. So there we go. 14 strength, but he will get destroyed if they have a Scorch here. It's definitely the highest unit out there. And next question is, how much strength do we want for this round versus how much do we want to save for future rounds? Because we have some Tight Bonds, we have some Musters, all of which are pretty big. I mean, remind me what their leader ability does, just so we can get a better sense. Take a Biting Frost card from your deck and play it instantly. That's melee nerf, right? At the moment would be pretty dangerous. Of course, we actually have the leader ability that counters that to a certain extent. Or at least mitigates the damage from that. So like if we play our melee tight bonds, then that would of course be a higher point, or I mean all of these would be pretty high point plays here. I suppose we're deliberately trying to have cards carry over into round 3 with our Skellige leader ability that have as much value as possible. Then we'd prefer to have these guys come back because they're 6 strength, and if we get both of them back, then they double themselves up to 12 apiece, rather than just the 4 strength muster units here, which are not that great. Does also benefit more from having the Vildkarl out here. And they do Scorch. They do Scorch. Okay, so for that reason, I think we definitely do need to get you down here. Easy enough for us to pass them again. You have another Scorch? Hopefully not. Otherwise, we're in pretty big trouble here. And we do have Yen to bring back the Vildkarl, but I think what we do here, by one. I was gonna say is I'd love to pass here, and then in we give them round 2. In round 3, we get back 2 of the 3, or actually, I mean, we prefer not to get the Canby, but get either the On-Crate Warriors, potentially both of them, or a Vildkarl, and then just use Yennefer to get back whichever one of those 3 we did not get back. But Canby could potentially complicate that a bit, because that's not helpful for us to get that back. But I mean, I think we still want to try to win round 1 here, so let's go with one of our musters, and this one is the weaker of the 2. Let's go for that, because that might be all we need. But we're starting to run out of cards here. Okay, so this is absolutely where we pass, because we have 1 more card than our opponent, and we have the lead still, so if they want to win round 1, they need to play a card and go even further down. And we have a huge advantage. They will do that. They'll go Biting Frost. Will definitely be enough. Actually, only barely. Then we get, whoa, Hemdall. 11 points. I recognize that card from the Gwent standalone game. That's a nifty one. They immediately, or they play 1 card and then Did you see what they just did? Played their only remaining card, which was not even strong enough to outdo Hemdall here. So they just guaranteed that they lost. We don't even need to play anything. The rest of the game, even. Because that's enough to win round 2. They can't do anything in round 3. They're out of cards. Our leader ability, or our Skellige ability, kicks in here. So we get back the Vildkarl, and we get back the On-Crate Warrior. And that's enough for us to win round 3 as well, so we don't need to play anything here. But in the interest of getting Saris down, which is a card that we very much would like to have regularly in our hand for Skellige, allows us to do that. And we use Yennefer to do this. So that's the combo I was saying we would want to save for round 3, would be the Skellige faction gives us back this and one of the warriors, and then we use Yennefer to get back the other one. And then Gaunter. For that, and then, you know, we just beat him 87-0 is all. Not even close.
You. We shall swap as agreed. We've passed the time rather nicely. Lady Vivian should appear forthwith. I'm off to face my first challenge.
Good luck.
Okay, now can we save in between that Gwent match and this first competition.
Fair knights, I salute you.
Also, who are we against here?
The honor and duty of tourney patron have fallen to me this year. Fight honorably, so that I may bestow upon one of your number the tourney's grand prize.
Oh, I recognize.
You
Yeah.
have sworn your vows.
She's the person who was standing
You
next
have
to the
ready
Duchess all that
body
time.
and soul. The time has come to test them.
Yode's like, all right, Geralt, now don't mess up.
Behold Horm Akispark of the Mechtian
Horm.
royal line. His name's quite the mouthful, and it's a challenge to rhyme. His targets to be hit centrally and true are the ones in blue.
Okay.
Against him, new blood, a knight
So he's
unknown
blue,
till
we'll be
now.
red.
Sir Geralt of Rivia,
I assume.
give us a bow.
Or a bow. Crossbow, preferably. Geralt's like, yeah,
Targets he must
no
with
big
his
deal, man.
crow's thread are red.
Yeah, so we're going red.
The better man win.
Okay. So we... going? We going? So we just need to beat this guy, or is it just as quickly as possible? Okay. I'm gonna aim preemptively at this guy. Boom. 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 Did I hit that? I did.
Ghostly grasping, but one fair
Boom.
cheat. Geralt's half strewn with joyous
I get
victory
this one yet?
bitter defeat.
Huzzah! That seemed really fast. It seemed good.
Sir Geralt of Rivia has trounced his foe, pounded him soundly, immersed him in woe.
Haha! The bow even has the Rivia
Your prize,
sigil
sir.
on it?
A crossbow adorned with your crest.
Our crest.
I congratulate you.
Thank you, my lady.
So this is the cursed Geralt of Rivia's crossbow. Is our medallion homie? Oh, how interesting. But also, do you mind just sharing what the other prizes might be?
Would you tell me about the other prizes?
Alas, I cannot devote more time to you than to the other combatants. I have duties to attend to. Forgive me.
Okay. Also, interesting accent. Different than, I think, what we've heard from other people. But yeah, this is a weird thing to say to someone. Oh, hey, by the way, my medallion that basically, you know, hums and vibrates when I'm next to monsters. Yeah, it's doing that right now when I'm next to you, so like, hey, what's up? Got something to tell me?
Medallion's vibrating strongly can only mean one thing. Magic.
The explanation is disappointing, I'm afraid. The fragrance I use, it's mixed by a
Magical
sorceress.
fragrance, of course.
To lose to an opponent such as you is a victory of its own.
Oh my goodness, what happened to his bow?
Accept my congratulations.
He's about to take flight.
Thanks.
He's become a butterfly.
Good work! In the interim, I managed to determine which tent Lady Vivian occupies. Perhaps you could find a
Creeper.
clue within it.
You're right. Vivian's cursed in some way. Sensed it when she opened the tourney.
In that case, we've no time to lose. Let us go.
What? We're going to see Vivian right now, is what you're saying? If we say we need a minute, that might be an opportunity for us to manually save? I don't know. Maybe that's worth doing. That might be best. And we'll just meet him there.
Give me a minute. Need to catch my breath.
And by catch my breath, I mean... Hold on. Oh my god! Did you see that? Tell me you saw that. Tell me you saw that floating head off to the left of us. Then I turned to see if we could look at it more closely, and then it disappeared. It was there. It was there. We are seeing some pretty crazy things. Some pretty crazy things. Let's take a quick look as well at the crossbow that we just picked up. Is this it here? GERALT of Rivia's crossbow. Does have better damage, base damage, and increased attack power both. Loses the armor piercing, adrenaline point gain, and crit stuff that doesn't, and even the bonus from monsters. I mean, we're doing so little with our crossbow. I think the base damage is pretty much all we care about, so yeah, I think it is a little better in that case. We actually see, yeah, we do. Hard to see from this angle, but it does have our coat of arms.